Hey guys, John here. Today we're looking at the JCB Site System. This classic beastie was out 12 years ago and there's many boxes exactly like this but rebadged. We did a full video going through the different Keto boxes that all integrate with this JCB Site System. But things are changing and JCB have upgraded this system to the version 2. This beastie has just been sent to me from JCB and there's a lot going for it. There's a lot of improvements that they've made, even though to the uninitiated it looks very, very similar, doesn't it? And they do integrate and work together. This box though has got a lot of upgrades. Let me tell you about it. So the first upgrade is these boxes are slightly bigger. The capacity on the classic stack is 108 litres. On this one, it's 128 litres, so they do look very similar. I was surprised when I saw the spec. I thought it might look physically a little bit bigger, but actually it's just a clever use of space. The bottom box is set up in a different way, so you've got more capacity. It's also got an upgrade on its kind of water resistance. This is an IP65 box now, instead of the old IP44, so they've upgraded the seal. That's pretty good. They've kind of brought it up to the level of most of the other boxes. So Milwaukee and the DeWalt Tough system, they're all IP65, or most of them are. So that's up at that level now. We've also got an upgrade on the wheels. You can kind of see that one. That's probably one of the most easiest to spot upgrades. We've gone from a 7-inch rubber wheel to a 9-inch rubber wheel, which is much better if you're kind of navigating across a building site. The bigger the wheels, the better, really. And the biggest on the market is a 10-inch wheel. Most of the ones, like the Flex Stack Tech, that's got a 9-inch wheel. So again, this is kind of getting a lot closer to the best in the business. The next improvement they've made is on the back of the box. You can see the handle on the version 1 is integrated, and it's kind of like a standard width. It's not particularly narrow, but it's not particularly wide. On the new version, it's much, much wider. So if you're pushing it in front of you, you can get 2 hands on the handle, which is great, and the handle kind of slides up as you'd expect. But the most impressive improvement, and this is a bit of a game changer really, you don't see this on any other systems, this whole handle removes. So you tip the box forwards and then you pull this and it drops off. So you can have essentially a customizable setup. You don't have a fixed rolling box like most systems do, which can become quite useless. So being able to take the wheels off this bottom box essentially means this is no longer a bottom box. You can kind of see it's got latches on the bottom and you can stack this on top of any of the other boxes. So it can go to the middle box if you want to. And then the most amazing bit is JCB are releasing drawers imminently. They're due on the market very, very soon. They've got a double wide drawer. They've got 3 drawers, like narrower, and all of those can be mounted on the wheels. So you can have a wheeled rolling box, which is pretty exciting, pretty amazing. And it's a much lower cost point than most other drawer rolling boxes available. And most of them are only available in the US. Not all of them, but the majority of the modern systems, Tough Built Stack Tech, Flex Stack Tech, Klein Mod Box, they all have rolling drawer boxes now. They're not available in the UK. So I think this is a fantastic equivalent, and it's the exact same box, but rebadged as the Ridgid Pro Gear. And the Ridgid Pro Gear stuff is marketed to professionals. So this is exactly where this box slots in at a much better price point. So a great box, and it doesn't stop there with improvements. There's another big one I was really pleased to see, and that was that this system comes with mounting brackets, which I didn't expect. It was a bit of a surprise to me, but essentially the same system that they use to kind of attach the wheels and clip the box to the wheels can be used to mount the boxes on the wall. They send you the 4 plastic brackets. These come inside the boxes, so I was really pleased. These usually cost extra on most systems, or they don't even have a method of attaching them to the wall. But you can see you've got this fix and go system. There's like 2 little cleats here. You screw these on the wall, and then the whole box can sit quite solidly on the wall. I'll do that next and we'll get a shot of that. And as I mentioned earlier, even with all of the different improvements, the size capacity upgrade, kind of like the seal upgrade, it's still compatible with the old school boxes. So if you've got a Bauer Connects or the Magnuson or any of the boxes that look similar to this, we did a full video on all of the different versions that there are available. They're all compatible with the Site System version 2. So it's a bit of a winner in my books. I'm really, really pleased to see that JCB have brought this system to the UK. Really keen to see the drawer boxes that are coming out with the JCB system, and they've also got loads of different kind of soft shell bags, half stacks, and again this box now will take a half stack. The old version would only have full width boxes that would be kind of stackable. This thing, you've got like a middle cleat and you can have half stacked both left and right. They've not released them yet, but they're coming very, very soon. Another change from version 1 to version 2 is you might notice the latches are different. So on the old box, you've got like a metal latch with a metal bar. It kind of pulls down on a plastic clasp almost, and then you've got 2 locking points left and right. On the new version, this is kind of more of a class. Most boxes, modern boxes now, have a thicker metal bar, plastic latch. It's quite standard. And they don't have the locking points integrated on the latch. They've got a reinforced locking point right in the middle, which for me, I prefer that. I'd prefer to have one lock in the middle than having to have two locks left and right, or you put a lock on the left and then you can kind of prise open the lid, which isn't ideal. So that's a bit of an improvement as well. The latches, they still look really decent and solid. I don't think the side latches here are as good. I think the last ones, there was less play. You can kind of see there's no movement in any of these boxes at all. Whereas on the new one, there's a little bit of wiggle room. They're still held on there really tightly, but just not quite. There's a little bit of rattle on it. But visually, it looks a lot better in my opinion. I think this new box and the new logo and the new styling of it is an improvement. But the big winner for me is the wheels. Being able to remove the wheels, have a drawer box, a drawer rolling box, having a full stack of drawers, because organising tools is a lot easier in drawers than in essentially what is a big plastic bucket. And as a final point of note, inside the big boxes, the medium and the bottom box, you've got a full width organiser. I've never seen one of these before in kind of like a tote. Usually they're kind of like vertical and they're about that short and you get one of them. So it's a bit of a cool addition. They've added a full width organiser that sits in the box. So if you're interested in getting your toolboxes decked out in some shadow foam, getting all your tools organised, the best place to get it is shadowfoam.com. We've put a link in the description, but at shadowfoam.com, you'll get the best price. We've got bundle offers, we've got free cutting kits with most orders, and we've got economy and express shipping worldwide. So wherever you are, go to shadowfoam.com and get yourself some inserts, get your tools organised. And if you're interested in a JCB Site System, JCB sent us this box and they hooked us up with a 10% discount using code SHADOWFOAM on the website. We'll put a link in the description for that too. And I do think this is a great system to start you off with. If you're looking for a toolbox system, you're not sure which one to go with, JCB Site System has got a lot to offer. It's a great price and they've got more boxes coming, including the drawers, which are really exciting. There's no other systems that have a removable rolling box, a removable handle, drawers. You can have drawers all the way stacked up. I think it's a real winner of a system. So head to the link in the description, use code SHADOWFOAM, make sure you get your 10% off. Let me know your thoughts on the upgrades. What do you reckon version 1 to version 2? Drop a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one.